Welcome everybody back to Rulebook Rundown. I'm Alan Paquette, and today we'll do an unboxing of the Paladins of the West Kingdom expansion and collector's box. I'm going to kind of do this in the different order. I also got the Paladins of the West Kingdom game as well, but this has been out for a while, so that one won't be as interesting for unboxing, so I will do that one last because the City of Crowns and the expansion and the collector's box are probably the more interested things. So I think we're going to do this kind of in the opposite order, where we do the big box first and then the smaller box after. So here is the nice artwork box for all of this. Yeah. Love the Miko's artwork. So good. Alright. Let's dive in. So this should just be a storage container along with like a mini expansion. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. So there's our vassals expansion and our extra little dudes there. Cool. So that's gonna store everything at the very end. Collector's box. Set that off to the side. All right, now the main new thing. It's the City of Crowns expansion. All right. So I haven't had a chance to try this expansion yet. We did play the base game on Tabletop Simulator, and we were looking forward to it showing up. And the game was quite fun, so we're very excited about scoping out this new expansion. Alright, so we have our expansion rules. It looks very similar to the layout of all of the other games. Not too much of a surprise with that. Okay. Then we have one of the new boards and two of the new boards. This game might be a little too big for my table here. Looks like these are the same on both sides. Yep. As well as this. Cool. Wonder if this has to do with Tome Saga, or if this is just part of the new stuff. I don't know. We'll find out later. That's exciting. Okay, so we have our cards here with new people. Okay, so these are something. They have 2s on the back. Some have 1s. Pretty intrigued to see how all this new stuff works. 4s, okay. And then some new characters that are going to have abilities based on the new stuff. These are more peeps. It's been long enough that none of the stuff really looks super familiar. But that's okay. Yeah, another extra board. And then these are the extra bits that go on your individual player board. So everybody has one of these to attach to the side of your player board. And these are different. Oh, yeah, we have individual. So they're oh no, they're different on either side too. Yeah, different resources for each one. And then there's the two different sides, where one you have to have specific people, and the other you don't. So that's interesting. I wonder if one of them could be for like the solo mode. They sometimes do that sort of thing. So those are some board expansions. We've got some of the building things, and then people's markers to keep track of that value. This dude, whatever that does, that's cool. And then more little cards. So whatever these things do. Poncho cards. More recruitables. Okay, interesting. The seals, and that's gonna be like in-game stuff probably, or setup stuff. Muster, negotiate. Cool. Well, that's gonna be fun to dive into. Don't know all of that stuff, but that'll be cool. All right, so that is the City of Kings, City of Crowns. I don't know what's happening. City of Crowns expansion for Paladins of the West Kingdom. All right, so I'll just throw these kind of willy-nilly in for now, because we're going to organize them in a bit. Set that off to the side. So now we'll do the big game. It's amazing how substantial of a game this is, but in a pretty small box. Ugh. But it's very dense. Quite heavy. Ugh. Alright, let's see what we got. So, thick rulebook. Looks very similar to the last rulebook, because this is how the rulebooks go. But they are well laid out and good reference stuff. All right. I know all this stuff is kind of willy-nilly in here, and thankfully it's all going to go in the other container. But we've got some different player colors. We've got some tracker markers for your 3 primary resources. Blue, green, quiet, purple. Oh yeah, they aren't player colors, they're worker colors. That's right. Because the different workers do different things and can trigger different events. So, buildings as well. Green and red buildings. And your, what was this? Culture, virtue, something like that. One of the things to keep track of. Huge stack of small cards with your debts and deeds and all those good stuff. Let's just have a quick look-see. Nope, did that not work? Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Alright, yeah, debts. Destroyed debts. These are extra actions on the board. Don't remember what these guys do. Okay. There's nothing on these cards. Oh, yeah. I forget what that was for, but it's like a draw a thing and you might get something along with it. These are how you gain the workers at each round. You'll choose one of these cards, and that gives you the corresponding color of dudes. So there's a bunch of those. And then building up your castle wall. As you do that, you will gain rewards from this as well. That's right. Slowly coming back. Let's see what these cards have. Maybe they're mercenaries to hire. Don't remember. Promo Paladins variant. Okay. Oh. And then we have characters for Architects of the West Kingdom. That looks like a dude from Raiders of the North Sea. Guess quite possibly could be. And then more peeps. All right. More cards. All of the cards. More, bunch more dudes, give you more stuff, more people to recruit, and they give you stuff. So much stuff. When this game had first come out, the main thing I had heard about it was that it was much heavier than Architects of the West Kingdom. And I was a little worried that the game would be too heavy for us. And then I ended up getting Viscounts of the West Kingdom, and some people were saying it was comparable to this, and others were saying that it was more complicated than this. And I didn't think it was that bad, so then, scoping this out, and it was fun. So here's kind of our round tracking board, and then this one is some of the actions that you can take when you build buildings that start off on here or maybe get placed on here. You get the rewards, and then spots for all the other card stuff, and these go this way to each other. So it's as you can see, it's a pretty big, long board table presence for those. Alright, we got our standard silver for these games. We've got our provisions and our scroll, which is probably like first player marker. And then we've got the player boards. So each player gets one of these bad boys. Neat. I'm really excited to play this again. Let's see what the other side is. So one of these is probably solo play. I must say this one is probably solo play because they have different specific actions for them to take. And this looks like it is matching that board, just with different artwork for where those cards go. Cool. And usually in these games, the solo sides are a little bit different from each other. Doesn't look like it for this one, though. It is also assuming that it's the solo side. Might not be. Yeah. So, that is all of the stuff in Paladins. So that's the unboxing. Thank you for watching and hanging in there. If you want to see all of this stuff get put away into that giant box, you can check out the video here. And if not, thanks for watching. If you want to see more board game content, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll be keeping up with that as best we can. Got a lot more coming here in the near future, so until then, happy gaming.